I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's nice to
Hey,
see the
sweet
both
jazz
of
singer.
you. It's
Great to
nice to
talk
meet
to.
you.
Yeah.
Can you hear him talk?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Check
can.
one, two.
Let me see. I'm sorry.
No, we're using my wireless headphones, so I just wanted to make sure you could hear both of us.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm trying to get all this set up real quick. Can you guys hear me pretty well?
A little quiet.
It's a little quiet.
Yeah. I got it all the way up on my phone and then barely hear you,
What
but that
about
might be my.
now? Is that better?
It sounds the same.
I'm
I
not
mean,
sure.
I can hear you.
Okay. I just want to make sure you're able to hear me and that everybody's able to hear me. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing?
Howdy.
What's up? So you guys just dropped Milk and Honey today. The whole
Yeah.
album. How are you guys feeling right now?
I feel great. It's a great feeling. All the
I
support.
can't really hear him too well.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
might have to talk into your headset.
Well, I wonder if it like my it's my phone probably. So yeah, you just gonna have to talk loud, man.
I feel good about the release. It's all the support coming back. It's really humbling that everyone really is giving their feedback and showing their
I
respect.
apologize. I'm trying to hear him. I apologize. I just don't want him to have to keep repeating himself. I know that would be really frustrating. I
Hold
want
on.
everybody to be able to hear him as well, real quick. I'm not sure. It's saying mine's turned up. Let me see.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try and mute while you're talking. We'll see if that helps as well.
Okay. All right, go ahead. See if you can.
So yeah, the album. It's a great feeling. All the love and support coming back and showing how much people care and appreciate what we did. And yeah, it's just a really great feeling. I've been happy all day.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. We got the billboard. That shit was crazy. That was really cool,
I've
and just
seen
getting to
that.
see. It was sick. It was
How long
super
did you
dope.
guys end up waiting? How long was it really?
Really not that long. I think it like each time it cycled through because it we have like a bunch of digital boards all through town, so it's going on each of them, and it's like a rotation like every 3 minutes or something. So you see it like every 3 minutes. But I
Yeah.
wanted to chop it to make it look like we were waiting forever, which made it just funnier to watch, I guess.
It was when I seen that I was like, oh gosh, I hope they didn't really have to wait out there for 40 minutes.
We would have. We would have.
Yeah, and I want to first congratulate you as well with your tour, the success of Dog Days
Yeah.
and
Yeah, yeah,
Tech
yeah.
N9ne and everything. And I also want to make sure we get into Hooey and find out more about him. He's kind of newer over here, so I want to make sure we definitely get to
For
know
sure.
him and his vibes and things. But how was the tour? And I gotta know, have we upgraded the vehicle yet? Are we in?
Well, since the last time we talked, yes, we have. I got a brand new 2025 Santa Fe, more room, more trunk space, way better to take on trips with the guys instead of being packed in like sardines.
Oh,
So
for
it
sure.
was definitely an upgrade on this trip, which made it a lot more comfortable because I covered a lot of ground this tour, but it was great. I feel like every single tour the shows are getting bigger and there's more fans coming out and people are starting to get the lore and all this shit. So it just feels more like more and more family coming, and it was an incredible time. Getting to travel and go to some places that I hadn't yet and revisit some other places. It was great. So I'm gonna take a break because I need to.
Well
I've been going kind
deserved.
of nonstop.
Yeah, enjoy the
And it's
holidays.
winter. Well, yeah, and up here in North Dakota, you don't know if you're gonna be able to leave the house. So I'm gonna keep it pretty light this winter, and then hopefully next spring or maybe a little earlier go on tour with this guy and do a Milk and Honey tour.
Oh my goodness, you guys have to come to Virginia or the East Coast. Come to Washington D.C., North Carolina. I mean, I'll travel.
I've been really trying to. That's the only place in the United States I haven't been to yet. So
We
I
gotta
will make
figure
it a.
something out.
I got you. I got
Yeah,
you.
we gotta figure something out. I'm gonna have to look around and see what local areas, see if they hold some venues or something. Like we
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
figure
yeah.
something out.
Anybody, if you're a local artist, whatever the case is, point me in the right direction, and I will follow a lead.
Absolutely. I'll check around. I'll see what I can find for you. Definitely. That would be dope.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So, and I want to touch a little bit. You opened for Tech N9ne. How was that experience? I know it was life changing for you. It was.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
feel like if you have followed Dakotah Faye for a while, then you understood the magnitude of that level and that performance.
Huge, huge. It really was life changing. Just not from like a, not just like a, getting to play in front of that many people, but kind of changed my mind state of like where I'm at mentally and where I feel like I'm at. It finally, that was like a next level type of thing. So, just the way that I'm handling the business side and the career side of music really changed with that. But as far as the show went, it was crazy. It was the biggest show I ever played. The crowd reaction was insane. We played a whole hour, which is kind of crazy for an opener, but we had full attention from beginning to end. Major props afterwards from Tech and all the strange people. So it was a pleasure and an honor. And the venue and the promoter and everybody, shout out Colleen. They liked us, so hopefully we'll be back next year.
Oh, that would be dope. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be incredible. It was.
Well,
It wasn't as crazy as I thought Sturgis was going to be. Like in my head, I've heard about it for years and years, and it's like this just crazy place where nothing craziness happens. But it really wasn't that crazy. Maybe it was back in the day, but it was a little bit easier driving. I thought it was going to be really hard to get to the venue because the Iron Horse is right downtown Sturgis, right where everything is.
wow.
So it wasn't as hard to get to the venue. It was beautiful. Everybody was cool, had a great time, and Tech killed it. Played with a full band. That shit was tight. Oh, I can't hear you. You're still muted. you're you're muted. I think you're muted.
Oh, I am muted. I do my best work on mute. Oh my goodness. I was saying I think like you and Tech had both dropped albums and it just kind of happened like that, but you guys both dropped albums around the same time. You did with the Dog Days and then he did with his album. So I think that show was just it was expected to be explosive. Anything less than that would have almost been okay, hold on a minute. Like so very much give you your flowers for that because that is an honor and that's very inspiring to see somebody go from posting videos to opening for Tech N9ne. So it's crazy, but you definitely earned your flowers for that one and the hard work.
Thank you. Yeah. And all the guys, all my guys, Callie, Eddie, Reddy, we rehearsed for months and months and we're training and getting ready and took it very, very seriously. And I think it paid off very well.
Absolutely. So I want to get into how you two met and how we kind of gotten to where we're at and his story as well. So did you ever have like a musical upbringing or was this kind of something, how did you come into music?
Yeah, music was always something that I've enjoyed through my whole life. Like it's always been playing no matter what I was doing. When I was in the driveway shooting hoops or just at the gym, it's always something that's been there, and it's always something I've been very passionate about. So creating it was just that next step of enjoying it in a sense. And I really started in 2020, 2021, but I'd say I started to take it more serious just about a little over a year ago.
Awesome. And did you have like a specific genre that you kind of were attached to, or did you kind of been like, you know what, I'm just gonna make what I make, and that's it,
Yeah, I really experimented with so many genres just to try and find that sound, because that's a step that every artist goes through is finding their unique sound, and you take inspiration from what you like and make it your own. And so I've done like R&B, rock, rap, hip hop, pop,
Everything.
everything.
Everything. I love it. Everything. I've done everything. You can't box me up today.
Honey album's kind of like that's kind of the sound that I've wanted to achieve, and I finally got that, made it my own. So I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, no, congratulations on the album as well to you. I love the album. I think Location has become one of my favorite songs. And that's what I used a lot today. And I'm like, I was like, hold on a second. Am I overusing this because I've already used this twice?
Use it double the times more. Use it even more than that.
That's right. Just keep using it. So did you what albums did you have out prior to this? Because I know you said you got in took it seriously about a year and a half ago. What kind of things had you done before working with Dakotah?
Right. So my first album was Yours Truly. I wrote that just a little over a year ago, I think. And yeah, I put that out. It was an amazing feeling. I love making albums. I think they're so much fun. The way you can just roll them out, have fun with them, make a story out of it. The artistic side of things, put visuals to the music. I think that's a really great thing. I also released an EP not too long ago, just 5 songs, just kind of playing around with some more genres on there and just dropping more music.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
love
like
it.
6 other albums he could drop right now too. I swear to God. He
Oh, so
makes
you
one
have
that,
the same. You guys share the same communication in that sense.
oh, he's even more so than me. Like when I was in high school, I was writing like that, but nowadays I'm a little bit, I got so much other shit. This guy is making bangers every single night.
He's just sitting on them, waiting.
Well, he changes his mind, so he's like, I know this gonna be the intro to the next album, and then like a week later, he's like, all right, I got this new intro for the album, or it's a completely different album, and I'm like, this dude's creative mind is just unrivaled.
Oh my goodness, I love that though. I love how you guys are able to just kind of. It seems so natural with you guys in that album. When I was listening to it, I was like, okay, because I haven't heard Dakotah like this, and I had just recently found you, so I was like, okay, let me listen to it. And as I'm listening, it's like the style that you guys bring together, almost like the cadence, it meshes. Like your flow is with his, like it's supposed to be there. It's not chopped. Because I know like sometimes it's harder for artists to do full albums with other artists just because their cadences are different, and it's not anything bad. It's just who they are as a person and artist. But when I heard it, I was like, okay, this is definitely giving 90s vibes. But it blends beautifully. It's almost like you guys bounce off each other.
Yeah, thank you. I think it also helps that we both have similar like musical inspirations. Some of our favorite artists are the same, so we take a lot of stuff from those artists, especially in creating this album. And it was very easy. I took a back seat a lot to this project. Hooey just would send me banger after banger, and all I had to do was just kind of chameleon my way onto it and find where fit in. But he came up with all these incredible hooks and melodies, and everything that you hear on there is just yeah, it
I
was
love
easy
it.
working with him. Yeah.
I love it. I love the whole, and it's the whole. Make sure you guys are listening. It's Milk and Honey. It's out now. You can get it just anywhere streaming is available. It's
Everywhere.
really endless. I mean, give it a goog if you got, but it's everywhere. I promise. But it tells a story, and I think that's very rare that we see. Even no matter if you're mainstream or independent, it doesn't matter. When you talk about music in general, it's very rare to see albums do that now. It's because there's so many different styles on one album. You're just kind of all over the place. But I think with
Right.
this album, it kind of tells a story.
Yeah. A lot of them were. It didn't really end. It wasn't trying to be that way. It's just I feel like a lot of the songs that me and him also write always end up going to like this love and heartbreak and a lot of songs like that and stuff that we grew up on and fitting that genre of the R&B and rap. A lot of them are love songs or heartbreak songs and speaking on just the stuff that we've been through in life, it was kind of those are easy things to write about for sure. So us both having that history of writing that music prior to this album made this album a lot, like you said, the flow and the cadence and everything kind of mesh well, easy.
Oh yeah, and I know you're both from North Dakota. Did you guys grow up together, or was this you kind of found each other later on in life?
No, I mean, I met what a year ago, a year and some change. We made Out of the Park, the song that was on Dog
Yeah, I
Days.
like
That
that
was the
one.
first song we ever collabed on. He sent me that. I hadn't even met the guy yet, I don't think. Sent me that, and he came to like one of our rehearsals. We chopped it up. I could put him on a show that we had, and yeah, it's really just been a year. But you're not from North Dakota.
Not originally. I've lived here over a decade, so I think I get the pass.
But you're from
Oh
here. You're
yeah,
from
yeah. No, you get the pass at that point. That's 10 winners.
that's so many. You're like like in the military. That's like Purple Heart.
Oh yeah.
Surviving 10 North Dakota winners for sure.
For sure. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about where you're from and maybe about how you ended up in North Dakota then?
Yeah. So originally, I was born in Washington State. I moved here when I was in the 3rd grade, so pretty young. And Dad got a new job, packed us all up, moved here, and came here and saw about 3 feet of snow and wanted to leave. And I've been here ever since.
Trapped, actually.
Yeah.
He can't leave. There's too much snow.
You came with snow. You came right into when it was there. Oh my goodness.
Washington snows a lot too, though. But it's not it's the wind chill. It's not like the amount of snow we get, which sometimes it can be a lot. It's because we're so flat and the wind is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the wind chill will knock it down to like -50, like when you see the really crazy weather. But
yeah,
it's
I'll keep my little 70 degrees and be quiet. I'm good.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we're a different breed up here. I don't know if we're like, we're crazy.
Definitely. And so real quick, Hooey, I want to figure out if you want to shout out your socials, like things like that. Like, is there anything that you have upcoming that you want to, I mean, we all know that the album is out today, of course, but is there anything you would like to share as well about your music or you?
Yeah, you can just Brandon Hooey on Instagram and Facebook, Hooey everywhere else. As far as anything coming, I mean, like Dakotah said, I'm always working on something. I just need to figure out how to plan that, and that's kind of something Dakotah's been teaching me with. With this whole album, I wanted to drop it months ago. And he made me wait. And I was like, come on, man, I just want to drop the album, let the people hear the music. But it worked out better than I could have ever imagined, and I'm really happy we waited. So
I love it. Congratulations once again. That's awesome. Did anybody have questions? I don't know. Let me see. Let me try and share this out real quick.
All of a sudden they said, "What up? What up?
What up?
What's good?" Damn, we could do backgrounds and effects and shit. That would be funny.
We can change the backgrounds and effects.
I think on like mine. Hold on.
I know I can do sounds. Oh, look, you got the toilet paper.
That's so stupid.
That's expensive lately. Okay.
How's the new setup? I mean, it's been a year. I mean, how many interviews have you done since the last time we did one?
Oh my goodness. I wasn't prepared for this one.
It seems like you really took it seriously. You were like,
I
fuck
did.
that,
this is something I'm truly passionate about. Like, I'll work 9 to 5 or around the clock to make it happen, whatever we got to do, because I know that end goal would be so, and it wouldn't just be for me. And I think, like, that's the thing is I would really rather see real music being seen and being heard, and people having a community where they can go and you can have that connection with your fans, and they can also have it with you, and you can have it with other artists. Like, I just want to build that up. I know it's a lot in one ball, but and I'm momming. My kids are currently downstairs on video games, so if you hear them.
Gotta make the dream work, man.
That's right. You gotta do something. So just set something up to where it's a community vibe. It's not something that you got to feel pressured to do something or, and I know that, like, music is evolving. So independent artists, even if they sign, it doesn't necessarily mean they sell out like everybody thinks and things like that. But just somewhere to where if this is part of where you want to go with your direction, you have that support now that you didn't have before. So that's my end goal. I think I've done 8, 9 interviews now, somewhere in there. So we're definitely going to rev up. We're going to try and do more and more and pump out, try and do like 2 times a month soon and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely going to rev it up.
Getting you, changing up the format a little bit. I like it.
Yeah, you gotta upgrade. Now I gotta upgrade and get like real studio equipment because I broke my
Right.
lever, so it's hanging on by duct tape. Not even playing. I
Gotta
was
make
like,
it work.
I like had the artist moment without being like a musical artist. I'm like, oh, my mic stand's broke. Oh, you know what? It's okay. I got duct tape.
Yes. It's like using like the drink holders as like soundproofing in the studio, you know?
I
Milk
mean,
cartons, egg cartons, whatever you gotta use.
I really thought about that and painting them and putting them up. I'm not even kidding.
There's some really cool stuff that you can make. You could just, I mean, you did it. You made like little bass traps.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just go and get like wood and then put like fabric over them and put them on your wall, and that stuff helps.
I find my little room, and this is where I come now. I got a space, like we have grown, and
Got the
Sunday
studio,
Nicole
yeah.
and them, Sunday Nicole and Billery. I swear, those girls have got my back. They have
for
got
sure.
my back, and
Right.
I've thrown some crazy ideas at them this past year. And they're like, go to bed sometimes.
Yeah.
But they're always so supportive, and they're like, okay, well, if this is what you want to do, what are we doing?
Right. It's like, how do we get this done? Not
Yeah.
like, oh, that could still be done, you know?
So
Meet
I'm
people
blessed,
like
but definitely
That's
blessed.
Well, it's an honor to be able to, you know, a year later get to do it again with you.
It is an honor. When we were talking about the 1 year, I was like, I really don't know what I want to do. Because we've kind of been everywhere in a year. We've been through hip hop, we've been through rock, we've been through like what we had Victoria Leon. She's amazing. You should go look her up. She does more soulful and things like that. So we've had so much of a range. I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And I was like, you know, it really wouldn't feel right unless we brought Dakotah back. Like, because you were I've never publicly said this, but you were the first person that told me yes.
Really?
I had reached out to a couple artists, which I'm not going to get, into
For
that,
sure,
but
for sure.
they, it just didn't work out. So I was like, okay. So I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm going to try with Dakotah. And sure enough, the first thing I got was a yes. And I was just so happy. I was like, we got to bring this full circle. We really do.
Yeah. And it's so funny because it was just right around the time that we were like, we got the release date. We figured out what we were doing with the album. And you hit me up. And I was like, funny that you asked. It was like destiny. It was supposed to be. I was like, if you just wait like maybe a couple weeks, we can do it after the brand new surprise out. And you were like the first person other than the people, that my family and stuff that I know.
Thank you. I love
like
that.
the first person that knew that we were dropping the album. So.
Well, thank you. Thank you for trusting me with that. I appreciate that.
Of course. Hey, listen, any publicity is good publicity.
That's
If
right.
if my album got leaked and people were talking about it, that'd be pretty sick. But that level yet where people give a shit.
You gotta find it on the Reddit page.
I got that album.
Yeah, and Sunday is actually on a cruise right now. She's having a ball though. She's having a ball. So I'm like, go baby, go.
Yeah.
And Nicole's about to go to Disney, so she's doing it. I'm just like, yeah, and Billery's doing the TikTok shop thing, so we're all just always busy. But Sunday, I think, just came in here. We were talking about how amazing you guys are doing and how it's been a year, and it's just awesome that this is coming full circle. But yeah, everybody's, kind of doing their own thing and doing amazing, and then we're getting together and doing these live and vibes, and I couldn't do it without them. So it's amazing to have. Oh, it's awful on the ship. Well, we're happy you're here.
You ain't there for the Wi-Fi, I'll tell you that.
There for the views. She was in the Dominican Republic. I believe it was this morning or yesterday morning. She was showing us the views while she was eating breakfast, and I was like, "Oh, you got your merch on?" She's got her Dakotah. See, I need to level up.
Merch.
Okay.
I got a rep.
I need to level up.
Sunday got her merch on. Oh my God.
Yes. Hold on. Let's see if we can get her in a box.
Yeah,
Let's see if we can get her in.
I need you to go.
Hi. I don't know.
Here you go.
Oh my God. It looks beautiful. Shout out.
Shout
We're
out
repping
Sunday,
the Dakotah
baby.
merch on the Virgin Voyage cruise.
Let's go. I need you to get me at least 50 new fans on the cruise.
Bet. Okay. Bet. I'm going to the club. I'm going to the club tonight with this on.
go.
We're gonna be wearing it.
Let's
Yes.
go. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm sure the cruise is incredible.
It is. It is. Hey, let me hook you up. I can get y'all some group rates. Get everybody on board, and y'all can do some music. 'Cause
I mean,
right
it
now
beats
I'm on
the
a true crime
buses.
cruise.
It definitely beats the buses.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh my God. I need to do that.
That would be.
We'll be in contact about that.
That would be really awesome.
That would be definitely.
Yeah, I would just bring a big ass speaker and just rap to anybody that would want to listen. Panhandle on the cruise ship.
That would be definitely.
You get some people.
Yeah, for sure. Well, they got no choice. They have nowhere to go.
Right?
They gotta listen.
I wonder if we could
Well,
get.
I'm gonna jump down, but
Go to the pool. Go enjoy your time.
well, I'm sitting here eating dinner in my room, and then I'm gonna go dance the night away.
You have fun. Go, baby, go.
Yes.
Love
Bye.
you, girl.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, so everybody's just kind of doing their own thing now. You know,
It's good, though.
we're
You
still
know, it's
collectively, but you know, we're all just.
Yeah, everybody's like, getting, everybody still supports everybody, but they got their own motion, their own stuff going on. That's the way it should be.
Absolutely. You always got to
That's the way
support
it should
your team on, no matter what their dream is.
I agree.
What's up, Jester?
What's up? Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you guys coming in. I appreciate this moment, I guess, where we're having full circle. And I think it's awesome Hooey gets to be a part of that moment now as well. So maybe in a year we'll have to bring him back. Yeah, we'll have
Doing the solo one next time.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. I'm down. Hooey, I know we talked a little bit about your music and things earlier, and I know we've kind of already went over, what you kind of want everybody to know about you and things like that. Do you play any instruments, or do you do anything that most people wouldn't know about you?
I picked up the guitar a little bit. My older brother, he's an insane guitar player. Insane. I can play a couple chords, maybe write a little song, but I used to play drums when I was little, and then, that got expensive, and I got tired of lugging them around everywhere, so...
You became a vocalist.
I did.
We don't have to
He upgraded to the microphone.
We don't even bring. The sound guys got that. We don't even need to bring that. We just show up.
Just show up.
Cheat code, man. We get all the love, and we get all the attention, and we don't even have to carry equipment. It's the best gig on earth.
You've already made it. Like that's a goal.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. As my DJ's carrying in like 500 pounds worth of equipment, I'm just like chatting to people and having a good time. Shout out DJ Cali, man. Shout out Cali.
Jester said, everybody I've shown Dakotah, they have been like, damn, he's good. He really is good. He needs.
I appreciate you showing them my music around. I appreciate that. Seriously, like from the depths of my heart, you go out of your way to show people my music. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's what it's all about. That's that community feeling right there. Being
like you
able
were
to
saying
share
earlier.
it.
I mean, it really is.
Yeah, go ahead. You know what? It's time for North Dakota to have a little spice come up again.
We got to. We got to.
It's nice to have a little spice come up again.
Damn
Do you
right.
guys have? Do you have any? I know you're getting ready to lay low, and you're kind of gonna be putting stuff on your social media, Hooey. Do you guys have any kind of shows or anything coming up currently, or anything in the mix within the next month or so that we should be on the lookout for?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned location being one of your favorites. We shot the music video for that, so that music video will be probably done within the next week or so. We'll probably release it either later this week or next week. The concept for that is incredible. Such an incredible fun music video shoot. We have a gas station here in Minot that's called M&H, Perfect Milk and Honey. You know what I mean? So we did a whole photo shoot there, whole music video. The concept is really cool. It's like you know, it's 2000s nostalgia. The album is, so the music video we're all decked out in 2000 shit, which is funny because I just had to go in my closet because I still got all the I still got all the jerseys and all that shit. But we're selling mixtapes out the trunk, you know, like 2000 shit in the music video. So you know,
You should
it was
go
really
in the
cool.
middle of traffic like Cardi B did.
I
You
know.
should totally do it.
Dude, her promo was so good, and that's the stuff that I really like. Was inspired by was definitely her rollout and stuff like that. But just being really on theme, doing fun ways to kind of get the community involved because people came down. I posted about it. People came down. We were actually selling CDs. You know, meeting people and shaking hands before the album even came out. You know, it was a couple days before that. But, it was a really cool experience to not only shoot the music video and have good content, but like kind of, you know, a cool way to get fans down there and, you know, a cool way to interact and stuff.
Yeah, and here is it. What music videos have you've done quite a few for your other album before, correct?
Yeah.
Did those feel when you start doing like different newer songs, and since you kind of were going through and finding your sound and things like that, when you do these videos, does it hit a little different for you?
Yeah, I'd say so. My first music video was with Adam Dice. He's an amazing videographer, photographer. Um, that one, it's all about capturing the vibe, and I like that's something I really try and do precisely, I would say, just to try and like what I think where this song would play. Like I want to match it up with the visuals.
Yeah.
So this one I'm really excited about. It's the most fun video I've ever shot. And yeah,
That's awesome. I can't wait to see it. I love the 2000s and the 90s vibes. I love what you guys. I can't wait to see what you guys end up. See, now I'm curious, like, are you guys in some funny outfits or, like, you know, how we do the cliche stuff?
Depends on who you ask is funny. He says he's in a funny outfit. That's just what I used to wear back in the day. So, you know, funny to some people. I call it bringing back the greatest era ever.
It was. I seen this video the other day, and they're like, let's go back to the 2000s where you had to pick up, you know, you had to wait on the radio for your song to come on. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And the mixtapes we made from those.
Yes. Bro,
I'm just like,
cassettes. Like my mom used to be like, don't touch the boombox because she was like, you know, recording like whether it was the CD or the radio, like don't fucking touch the boombox. Oh my God.
That's
dude,
where
yeah.
I feel like I first knew I wanted to do something with music because I sat there and I made a whole, when Lenny Kravitz dropped American Woman, I made a whole DJ mixtape.
That's so fire.
And I was like 12 years old and I thought I was just like some hot shot DJ already.
And reacts, bow, bow, bow.
Right, so like that's just it. Those moments where you had to wait, it was just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But it makes us so appreciative of the power of social media now, though. I think like
for sure.
We understand both sides. You know, we're that generation that kind of had both. We know what life's like without social media and with it, so we know kind of where we want to go with it and things.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely there's pros and cons to every, you know, era of, you know, of what you're trying to do, promotion especially. But I'm very appreciative of this app, especially because it has made.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be talking to you if you know if this something like this didn't exist. So
yeah,
it's definitely connected me with tons of people that I wouldn't have otherwise.
Oh, absolutely. I think this app. Like, you know, we have, you know, over on IG, you can scroll through lives and things like that. But I think this one, it's more of an open door for everybody, especially independent music artists. This is a major platform for them, no matter what they're on. This platform, I started a Facebook and I started a Instagram and a YouTube, and this is where I have most of the following. Is on TikTok, so I believe it's definitely been a big outlet for independent music as well. Like just us being able, everybody building each other up, and then they're all sharing it, you know. So it definitely helps with the independent music. What would be? I guess this is a question for both of you. But what would be your advice to anybody who's starting independent music? How would you advise them to kind of go through this, to kind of get into their own groove and things? Like, what advice would you give them?
I would say just do anything that you want to do, try it, because not doing content or second guessing yourself or not putting out videos is doing the complete opposite of what you're trying to achieve. So just be consistent about it. That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm. So to kind of add to that, Dakota actually told me, and this has stuck with me ever since he said it, to be delusional, because you know if you don't believe it, no one's gonna believe it. So that's a big one. Consistency is also huge, and you just got to do it for you. Honestly, you know, if you make music for other people, what they think, it's not gonna be as happy as if you were doing it for you. And that's kind of what I live by. Is just do it for you, stay consistent, and be delusional.
Be delusional.
Absolutely.
Delulu.
Hey, if they're saying you're delusional, you're doing something right. That's how I look at it now because you ain't dreaming as big as me, and that's okay. That's all right. We gonna
different wavelengths. That's cool. I'm gonna keep pushing.
be like that's. So I tell my best friends whenever I'm just kind of like chilling and you know you want to say something, I go I use the postie. I'm like that's cool, man. That's cool, man. I just you know. So I mean, we all got different speeds.
Dude, I feel the same way. I used to get so like emotional about other people's like opinions on things or how they moved or their mind states, and now I'm so like tunnel vision on my own shit that when people say something that ain't my vibe, I'm like, cool. You know?
Like I'm not gonna argue with you in some comments, bro.
Cool, whatever. Boom. I'm gonna keep moving on my own wavelength. It's so you're so much more focused, and it's so you don't get distracted because you're just so focused on your own your own structure and how you run your life. It's a lot easier to stay focused and make a lot of progress that way.
Absolutely, stay focused, tunnel vision. And is there anything that you do to help you stay focused and tunnel vision, kind of through your processes or when you're creating an album or anything?
Honestly, that's just something that comes naturally to me. I'm always like obsessing over the music, so. I mean, there's some off days where I'm like, I'm gonna quit music. I never would. But,
no, don't quit music. No, we like your music.
But I'm pretty good about staying on topic just because I love it so much. You know, I come home from my day job, I do music, and that's what keeps me occupied.
So, do you have like a job that you have a 9 to 5 that you do as well? Oh wow! So you're really busy, really busy.
Best way to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anybody like that at work or anything? Do they all know that you're a music artist? Do they know about this lifestyle?
This guy right here.
We work together.
Go ahead. I didn't know you were working. My bad.
No, I got the regular ass job.
You got listen. I'm telling you, I'm about to be going back to work. I feel it. Okay, the husband been carrying the house.
Well, like you said, when you got to make the dream work. You got to work to make the dream work. So whatever works in the confines of your life, and I've made it. I've been able to balance both and still put a lot of time and energy into both. So
that's awesome.
It's nice to have that consistent income to funnel to the music.
Oh yeah, definitely. So what do the guys at work or the girls, what do they think about the music? Do they ever talk to you about, hey, I seen this, or have you had those moments?
It's funny because we work at a very small company where there's just like 4 of us at the store, and all of us are involved in music. One of the other installers is in a band, and our boss is the owner of a big music venue / bar in town, and he's been my boss. I was a bartender at his bar, and that's where I played all my first shows in Minot. So it's like a music family that we got there. So that's why it's easy for me to take days off work when I need to go do a show or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're constantly talking about music. It's
well,
nice
that's good
to have
that you guys have that common barrier then. So like you know that when it comes to shows and things, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, this is the that you guys have that communication.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great gig, being able to be flexible with work and still chase the dream.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little hard because doing this with kids, it's like you got 4 kids, you got all these practices, and you're like, okay, hold on, let me sit down. It's a lot of Sunday has taught me a lot of scheduling. Kudos to her. Shout out. She's been really helping. Um, but yeah, I love that you guys are chasing your dreams. I love this. I think that our generation kind of cut from a different breed when they cut us. We were like, no, we're gonna do what we want. Like we're not gonna do.
Yeah.
So, is there any questions that you guys have really quick? I haven't been to the OG in a long while. Said Chuck.
I don't know if he means the O. He might mean the O. That's the bar that I was referring to.
Oh,
The original is the name of the bar, and it's way different. It used to be like a way smaller. They did a lot of renovations, like in 2020, I believe. So it's like a lot double story. It's a beautiful stage, like best in the state, man. Incredible sound. Shows there are always magical for sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to get you over here. We need to get you both over here. Like we need to make it happen.
We'll make the trip. We will make the trip. I
Listen,
promise you that.
we could do a live and vibe in person, and we could pull Hooey.
That's what I would do. If I was you, I would try to go to local shows whenever you could and just do interviews with people at shows, host content, stuff like that. People love that like guerrilla style interview stuff for sure.
Oh, for sure. That's the goal, is to get to a point where I can just kind of go.
Yeah.
You know, I can just go. I would love to eventually be able to take Live and Vibe on the road. I think that would be dope. Just hit different cities and just be like, hey, if you're an independent artist, come in here, we'll interview you today.
That would be fucking awesome. I know you can do it. It's just a matter of time. It's just
You're
building up to that point. You'll get there.
Yeah, I feel like I know I was talking about this with my husband earlier. I was like, I know it's only, like, to me, it's only been a year, but I know that's such a huge deal. But I feel like it's because sometimes I feel like, and a lot of times, I'm just barely putting the toe in the door. You know, like.
Yeah. You don't even know the limits of what, are about to come.
I'm telling you, I am ready, and I'm ready to see everybody's blessings come to life. I think it's just going to be so beautiful. It's that light at the end of the tunnel, and we're like, okay, we got it. We're there. But Hooey, I'm sorry. Am I mispronouncing your name? I want to make sure I'm saying this right. I already, I'm sorry, I get tongue-tied a lot, too, so I'm never trying to say it wrong because people say my name wrong. So I feel you. And then they forget the H on his name. So,
Yes, they do.
So how do you pronounce it real quick? Because I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Is it Hooey?
It's Hooey. It's actually funny. That name comes from a mispronunciation of my actual last name, which is Huey. So it's really either or. But
yeah, because I seen the Instagram and I was like Huey, and then I seen the little name and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go with this one because this is the nickname. You will forever be Huey now. Yes, Sunday said yes. But I think this has been so amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I appreciate you having us on again. To do it a year. We're going to do it. It's going to be like that Billie Eilish Vogue interview where they do it every year. We're going to do that. So next year we'll do it again. I mean, if whenever you want me to come on, whenever you want Hooey to come on, we are more than willing because we truly appreciate, giving us the opportunity to talk about our music, talk about whatever, and just hang out and build a community with all of you guys because it means a lot.
That means a lot to me as well. Thank you so much for always being there to support us and bringing artists, bringing us all talent. You believed in us when nobody did, and that really speaks volumes to us. So we will forever hold a spot here. Anytime you want to come on, just say the word. Be like, hey, I got some stuff I need to drop. Okay. And Hooey, you can come right along anytime. That spot's for you as well. Jester said, if you could do a song with any artist, who would it be?
We probably got the same answer.
Yeah.
It's Drake.
It's Drake.
It's
Drake.
That's when I was talking about our musical influences are the same. That's both of our favorite artists. So like doing the R&B and rap stuff was so easy to us because our favorite artist does that already. So and that's why a lot of the styles melded well is because we take after Mr. Graham. So I would.
Yeah.
I think I don't want to speak for him, but I would.
You knew the answer.
Drake
Yes.
for sure.
I love that. Love that. Yeah, we do need to do Sunday said, and we need to do a music cruise. We definitely. I really feel like. Okay, Sunday had to school me on who owned Virgin Voyage. I know that sounds silly, right? Because once I figured it out, I'm like, oh, okay, that would make sense. But we should get them to like do a cruise just for you two.
Oh my God.
That
We'll
would be.
perform every night for 8 straight hours. We'll do it every night.
I'm telling you, I think that could be a whole party and a vibe in itself. Like, hey.
We're the first artist to do our own cruise.
Exactly.
Just
Well,
wait,
and
we just gotta buy the cruise ship. Yep.
that's
we
another
on.
thing. Like I've learned. I think I was gonna ask Hooey too. Like, I feel like a lot of times independent artists really have to make sure they're the first at doing something. Do you ever feel like if I don't hurry up and do this, then it's not gonna be the way I want it. Like it's not gonna come out the way I want it. So how do you handle situations like that?
I don't know how to handle it. I'm being honest because I'm definitely guilty of that. I make songs and then I kind of outgrow them and never release them, and that's a good question. I'm really stumped by that one.
No, you're
That's
good. You're
just
good.
drop what feels right. If you make a song, because it's happened to me plenty of times, I make a song, I'm like, this is the best song I've ever made, and then a couple months go by and I'm like, I'm not even putting that out. Like I'm on a completely different path now, and I'm gonna put all this stuff out, and it ends up working. And even if it doesn't, you still learn from it. There's plenty of songs that I made super early on that I was like, these are horrible, but it's all stepping stones to get to where you want to be.
Yeah, they said Jester said, call it when the North gets on a boat cruise, and lessons to blessings.
Cold ass cruise.
A whole crew. Lessons to blessings said, what up, bro?
What up? What up, lessons?
Do you
My
guys
dog.
ever feel like if you missed the shot sometimes, and how do you cope with that? Like, is that momentum to be like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna miss it again. I'm not gonna, do you ever have those moments?
Yeah. Absolutely, I do. There's plenty of times where I felt like I missed out on our. I mean, take the most of my 20s, with dealing with my addiction and all of that. There's so many things that even now reflecting on, I'm like, damn, if I would have just kept my head straight, I would be so much farther now. But you gotta clear those thoughts because life has a funny way of working out. Everybody's journey is different. Everything isn't, it's meant to be, but if you're spending your whole time looking back, you're never going to move forward. So you always got to push forward. There's always going to be those moments of, damn it, I should have did this, or regret, but you got to let that shit go. You got to let it go and move forward. Because you can't control your past. Very cliche, but it's very true, and it's hard sometimes to kind of keep your head and your mental focus. But you gotta work. You gotta work for it.
Definitely. Go ahead. I apologize.
Hey, yo, lessons. Respect, man. Appreciate it, bro. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. Getting sober was probably the hardest thing I ever did in my entire life. But it is the best thing I've ever done in my life. I wouldn't be doing music. We wouldn't have dropped an album. I wouldn't be. Who knows what it would have been.
Absolutely. I respect and congratulations on that because I recover as well. So I get it. Like you have to
you.
be tunnel vision on those to
You gotta
keep
change
it.
everything, like the people you hang out with, the places you go, everything about your life. You gotta change. You gotta break so many habits that you spent so long, living by. It's not easy, and it's. I tried to quit a million times. I hit rock bottom a cajillion times before I finally had enough of it. So everybody's journey is different in life, but
And it's
You
all
can't
beautiful.
look back and regret. You got to move forward.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, they say go Raiders. I was
Go
reading the
Raiders.
comments. Did you guys watch any of the
Shout out.
games last night? Real quick, we can talk about football if you like. Did you guys
Yeah,
watch
I'm
football?
literally watching
Well,
the Falcons game right behind the live stream because I'm a Falcons fan. They're playing the Bills right now. So I'm like, I have the stream like on behind the phone.
Who's winning? Because I'm a
The
Falcons
are winning
fan.
21-7. Dude, 21-7, we're beating the Bills, dude. There
It's-
keeps being like crazy touchdowns, and I want to be like, let's fucking go. But I'm like trying to lock into the interview.
My-
Yeah, it's nuts. We're killing them right now.
I love Atlanta Falcons. That's my
that's my
team.
team.
I
Shout out
just
to
wish
the
they
Raiders.
would get
That's
to
my
the
wife's
Super
team.
Bowl this year.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh
go.
my god. Falcons and Super Bowls do not mix. I know that from my life experience.
I didn't catch the because I watch football too. That's kind of me and my son's thing. My oldest son, he lost his dad, so we've kind of bonded over football. But he when we were watching the game, I missed the game last night for the Chiefs, and he was like, "Oh my gosh!" He's like, "How did we miss that?" And I was like, "Boy," I was like, don't ever do that on the field.
They fought at the end. I totally forgot there was like a scuffle at the end of the game.
Yeah, and I don't even know. There's so many news. You don't know what's. You got to take it with a grain of salt, really.
For sure.
But I don't even know what caused it. But something about somebody won a game, and I'm like, man, if that's, we got to do better, man. Come on.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Like,
I think people just getting frustrated. They're losing and shit. Nobody wants to get their ass whooped on prime time.
I get it. Nobody wants to lose, but somebody's gonna lose. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
no.
Hey, a lesson. Happy Indigenous People Day to all my people. All my
Wait, what does
Indigenous
this teach me? I don't know what this is. I'm generally unknowledge about this. What day is it?
Well, so, it's Christopher Columbus Day as well. But I'm Indigenous, Native American, so we've kind of claimed it as our own just because of the history with, colonization and all that stuff. But it's just a day to appreciate everybody and, shout out to all my Native brothers and sisters out there.
I love that. Okay, cool. That's what's up. That's awesome.
Yes.
Well, I learned something today.
So here in North Dakota, we have a huge indigenous population. We have, I think like 40% or 50% of our population is indigenous. So it's very prevalent up here. I know in a lot of places in the country, Native American people don't even live around, in certain areas of the United States anymore. So, but up here it's a bigger deal,
That's
with our,
awesome, though.
For sure. So shout out.
Huey, do you have a favorite football team?
I just recently got into football.
Probably because I watch it all, and that's all I
Yeah.
talk about all the time.
I had to learn to conversate with someone about football. But my team, I've decided to go with the Lions. Not for any particular reason. We're sticking
Just
with
vibes.
it. That's it forever. I'm holding it
Strictly
down.
vibe. That's how it works. You
Yeah.
just like pick a team, and you just suffer for the rest of your life. I mean, that's what my experience has been. And you pick the Lions, so prepare for a lot of suffering, my friend.
Yeah.
What's up, Lessons?
Hey,
to
what's up, brother?
Lessons?
What's up? Good. What's up, man?
Bro, it's like the moment I heard you, just a minute of the times we got to talk at your concerts,
Yeah.
you're just the motivation of what you had to share with me in that moment of your recovery, dog, like changed the whole outlook for me. Even when you was on that podcast with MIC in Fargo,
Yep.
when you was
Shout
like,
out.
bro, and I used that analogy of you using you're like, bro, I hang my jersey up in the rafters.
I had to hang it up, man. I was putting up all the numbers, man.
Yeah, and that was the biggest blessing of hearing that. And I was like, man, I use that analogy now sometimes. You know what I mean?
That's
I throw
what's
it
up,
out there.
bro. Well,
And I speak on your
dog.
and I speak on your name regardlessly of anything. You know what I mean? Like just
Right,
with
appreciate
recovery wise and just as an artist alone, you're opening a lot of doors and a lot of eyes to other people out there that are struggling.
I'm trying, brother. I'm trying.
You ain't even trying, bro, because the message that you're passing along, brother.
Right.
And that means a lot.
Well, thank you, man. It's sometimes it's hard to remember that, so I really appreciate you kind of, uh, you know, putting it in my head again. Because sometimes I feel like I'm just making moves and moving and working and stuff, and I forget to appreciate that stuff.
Yeah, you gotta take time for yourself.
Right,
But
right.
never neglect the people that are standing with you.
That's right. That's right. Got to
You know
hold
what I mean?
everybody
Because
up.
yeah, because it's the ones that helped you along the way.
I agree.
I would never make this far in my recovery if it wasn't for my family, my
Oh,
brothers that I go to ceremony with, my sisters
yeah.
that I go to ceremony with. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be for them.
No, it's so important to have that, structure and those people around you. Man, there's so many times in my recovery where those people had every right to, leave my bullshit alone and focus on their own life, but they stuck with me and gave me that support system that I needed tremendously.
Yeah. And on another note too, bro, is like, man, you don't stray from being indigenous. I love
No,
that about you,
you're
dog. You
part
don't
of me.
stray from that. And I
No,
love that, dog. Like, that's a blessing because you don't try to hide it. And
no,
a lot of people try to do it. You know what I mean? Some
for
people try to
sure.
hide it.
Yeah, got
You
to
know
be
what I mean?
proud, man.
Yeah. Because we
I
a
love
dying
this.
breed. One day there's not gonna be none of us left.
That's for sure, bro. That's for
you
sure.
know
Have you
what
heard
I
the
mean?
new
So it's a
album?
Yeah,
blessing. But I appreciate your time and letting me jump on here.
of course,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
It's great to talk to you, man.
Yeah, and I'll
Absolutely.
see
Thank
you
you for
again.
coming in.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got you,
I'll,
bro.
always, brother.
Yes, sir.
Love that. I love how see your music is reaching volumes at this point.
Yeah,
Like
it's the purpose.
and
It's an actual message, and people can stand with it. And yeah, I see the difference now. The
yeah.
past few years.
Yeah, definitely. And now we got Hooey coming in and it's just the whole thing. Hooey, do you have a favorite song on the album that you did or I know you were doing a lot with this album as well. So what was kind of like your favorite song or favorite part of doing this album?
Yeah, favorite song is probably Dignity. I love that song. It's so catchy. It's so fun to sing, and it's just it's like my baby on the album. As far as the sound of the album, it's really about all things that I've went through at some point or another, but telling it in a fun kind of way. And then, because I didn't want to make another sad album. I had that whole first one was kind of just like a very mellow album. This one I wanted to be more upbeat because, I kind of had this roadblock when I was making music. I was like, I didn't want to talk about the same subject over and over and over. And I talked to Dakotah about that also. And he opened up my mind to, talking about those subjects in different tones. And it makes for some great music that, you can also tell from experience, but have it sound completely different.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love how like I was telling you guys earlier, I love how this album portrays a story. What do you feel like your biggest differences between your albums? What do you feel like you took away and you've learned the most from this one? That's like, you know what, this is the things that are making me better as an artist, though.
Um, well, there's a huge difference between these two albums.
Absolutely.
I want to do more of that. I want every album to have its own unique sound, kind of just separate from everything else. And what I've learned from this album is just to be me and portray that the best that I can at that certain period. Because everyone changes over time. So they're kind of like chapters in my life, every album, in a sense. So I'm excited for the next one already. I can't wait.
Oh, absolutely. And I 100% agree, just being you. And you're going to change over time. Like, if people sit there and they're like, oh, but you don't do the same thing you did 5 years ago. Well, that's might be a good thing, So absolutely, change can be beautiful, and the whole process of it is amazing. And I think it's awesome to watch artists go through different chapters in their life. So I'm definitely gonna have to do some more deep dive and look at that first album that you came. And what was the name of the album, real quick, of your first one that you did, or that you wanted to put out there, real quick?
It was yours truly.
I'm sorry, it faded out. Hold on.
Yours truly.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh, Billary came in. What's up, Miss Billary?
What up? What up?
We got Hooey and we got Dakotah, and we're just in here vibing right now. We're just kind of rolling off the top of our heads and vibing. But I love. We're definitely gonna have to do a solo with Hooey. I want to get. Definitely, we need to get more in depth. I think. Because I think you have a really, really great story, and I want you to be able to tell us all about it. Um, I did want to ask, like, were you a single child growing up, or did you have brothers and sisters? Like, what was your kind of like upbringing as far as in your household dynamics?
Yeah. My mom and dad have been together as long as I've been alive. Still happily married. I got
Oh, I love
older
that.
brother, Austin. Younger sister, shout out Sydney. And yeah, we've all just, they're down in Arizona. I ain't got no family up here, but I go and visit when I can. But yeah, I mean, they're my biggest support system. Like, my dad is like my manager at this point. He goes around harassing everyone, showing them my music, and making them follow me on socials, and
Go, Dad. We like Dad. Yeah, go, Dad. That's how you gotta do it for your kids. You gotta bang on the doors. I love that. So, do you and your dad, since he helps you with the music a lot and things like, or managing and things like that, do you guys, you fly? You said you fly in a lot and things like that. Do you guys ever? Does he come to shows and things and that way?
He has not been yet. I've only been performing like not that long. I think I just had my 5th show in Fargo, so I'm still getting the ball rolling on that. But we definitely will be having some shows in Arizona for sure.
That's awesome. I can't wait I can't wait to see him popping up to all your shows because I know it's going to happen. We manifested this. Oops, sorry. We manifested this for Dakotah when he was on the live last year. And we're like, you know what? It's okay because everybody's going to know your name. You're going to get where you want. And then everything's going to come true, personal and professional. So it's been an honor to watch Dakotah be able to go through that, and we're going to watch you do the same thing. So we believe in you, and you are seen here. So if you ever want to just be like, hey, I got this coming through and that coming through, you wanna do a video real quick or anything, I got you. But yeah, let me see, Hiller Belly, yeah, we had that. But other than that, is there anything else that you guys want to share tonight, or?
Go get the damn album, Milk and Honey. Get that shit right
now.
now.
Yeah, go get it.
Go wherever you stream your music. Go get it. If you want physicals, go to my website, DakotahFaye.com. Go get that shit, Milk and Honey.
It's
milk,
free.
I'm honey.
Like it's free.
You can jam it. It's the 10 best songs you'll ever listen to in your whole life. We're changing the game. We're trying to bring that R&B, that nostalgic sound. And yeah, we appreciate you having us and being able to talk with you again. It's always a blessing.
Absolutely. Anytime you guys want to come back or you need anything, just give me a shout out. I'm right here. And you guys make sure to go check out Milk and Honey. It's on YouTube. It's free. You can put it on while you clean dishes. Everybody needs background noise. Just give it a shot.
Clean every dish in the house if you got that as a playlist. Everyone.
I was making coffee. They try to do this. Oh, my live something. I was making coffee this morning and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw on the album. We're just going to go ahead and throw it on. Like, that was the first thing after I got the kids settled in school and I came back home. I was like, let me throw the album on real quick.
Make you dance and make you post videos. That's what it does.
That's right. You can have your coffee and be listening and cleaning.
Yeah.
So, but it was a pleasure to have you both on. It was an honor being able to have you on as well, Hooey. Congratulations on your first interview. You did amazing, and we were lucky to have you on here.
Thank you for having us. Seriously.
You're welcome, and congratulations on all your success, Dakotah, and we can't wait to see.
Yours as well.
Huh?
Next year we're doing it again.
We are. And I'm going to be like, you know what? Because you're going to have a bigger following, I'm going to be like, I knew him before y'all knew him. Okay?
We're going to do it live in your big studio. It's going to be sick.
Let's do it. I'll manifest that. Let's do it.
All right, we're doing it.
All right. Well, you guys have fun. I'm going to work on the live replay. We'll go ahead and drop it on Sunday. So keep your eyes out this weekend. It's coming.
Thank you very much again. We love you.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful night, guys.
You as well.
Whoa. You guys didn't think that I was going to leave you alone that fast, did you?
let's take a look at all of this year's recap.
That was actually the first like big show I ever did 10 years ago. I opened for MGK. It was a Halloween show. And dude, it was incredible. It was, I mean, this is when I first started doing like shows and stuff. I was 18, 19, something like that. Like definitely did not deserve to be on that stage, but somehow worked my way up there. And yeah, that was like the biggest show I played at that time. It was like a couple thousand or something, like dope experience. And I never got to talk to MGK, but he was backstage skateboarding and shit back then. But in Minneapolis, I'm thinking it's probably going to be the biggest show just because, you know, how big Sean is out there. And so I'm really excited for that one. And then next week, I got a show. We're doing back-to-back dates in Sioux City, Iowa, and then Omaha, Nebraska. And Sioux City, Iowa apparently has already sold like over 100 tickets. So that's sick.
That's awesome.
So I'm really excited for those two. And then I go on tour with Ritz in October. So that's going to be sick too.
Of that, you know, Trunks in Dragon Ball Z, and he says the 12th of May, and I was like, that's my fucking birthday. And I don't know why I didn't remember that as a kid. I thought I would have remembered.
I think I was a little behind when I picked up. But
Yes.
Dysfunctional, when he came out with that song, I was like, it was one of those songs you stopped and you were just like, who does this? Who
Oh yeah,
you know,
it's just the way his cadence is. Like I studied, and that's the crazy thing is like I studied the cadences and like, don't you bring me nothing stupid if you don't want me to lose a step back, if you don't want me to untap, you know, just like the way he came in was just like, I just knew right then and there, like he was his own person, and he didn't do it for the clout. You know, he was signed and everything, and he ripped that up and decided that he was going to do his own thing. And to me, like that speaks volumes, man. And I just love that. I love that. I get, you know, him, and you know, someone just mentioned Jelly Roll. You know, I listened to Jelly Roll before he was doing country, man, and when he was rapping, and I have nothing but respect because I'm here in Nashville. You know, I'm here in Nashville, Tennessee, so we have the Jelly Rolls, we have the Little Whites, we have the Starlitos, and you know, to be honest with you, like,
who inspires y'all's music?
Oh,
Like,
man.
what music are you most inspired by?
That's a great question. You want to answer that? I would say definitely Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Love Bone Thugs.
Yeah, yeah, they were a huge influence. Like I remember being like 5 years old, seeing First of the Month, and just hooked ever since. And we actually met them a couple times and like had a record with Busy Bone, and so yeah, they like huge influence on that.
Drop, baby, don't stop it. Good times, good tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's meant to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, like the moment of truth in lies. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I
also a song that you sang with your daughter that it got like an insane amount of traction.
Yeah. So she got me somewhat TikTok famous. So mom had sent me a video one day at their house. She had a karaoke machine and she was singing these words to the song, and she was singing a lot going on, and then showed me what she wanted to do. And so I came up with the guitar part and I laid it all down and put her on the microphone, taught her how to use the microphone, and recorded her singing her song. Text on the screen just said, when your 7-year-old writes the most relatable song ever. Look, I asked Penelope, like, what does it mean, a lot going on? And her answer was, it was too cold to go swimming because she really wanted to go to swimming pool, but it was January. And unicorns were no longer cool.
This year has been unreal. 1 full year of Live and Vibes. I'm so grateful for every artist who's came through, every viewer who's liked, shared, and supported, especially my team, Sunday, Nicole, and Hillary. You guys have been A1 since day one. And this is just the beginning. We're building something special, and it's only going to get hotter from here. So stay tuned, my music notes. The water's just starting to boil, and we're about to turn the heat all the way up.